Welcome to the 290 Mo podcast. I appreciate your time. If you could introduce yourself, my viewers and listeners.
Hey everybody, how y'all doing? My name is Kaya, Miss Kaya B. I am the inventor and CEO of a product called the Rat Patch. They are bandages for broken, stale, torn, cracked, you name it, smoking vessels. So
Okay.
blunts, cigars, cigarettes, cones, even pipes and bongs can be fixed with my product.
Okay.
So yeah, among other things, I'm a mom and an artist, brow artist. So I got a lot of things under my belt.
Okay. For sure. For sure. So, I don't know how familiar you are with my work, but we like to get like the full story. So, if you don't mind, um, where you from? Where you grew up?
I'm from Chicago, South Side. I grew up in Lake Forest as a young girl. I don't know if y'all familiar with that. It's out there where the Bears used to practice. They moved by now, but um, I used to live in New York for a little bit of my life, maybe like a year. Then came back to Chicago. So yeah, just born and raised in the Chi, mainly on the South Side.
Why 1 year and back here?
Cause my mom is a minister, and back then, she had to go to New York for an internship. So we went for a year and came right back. Yeah, but
Okay.
that was over. That was like fourth grade, so that was like maybe 35 years ago. I'm telling my age, but yeah, it was a while ago. So,
Okay.
but yeah. Otherwise, here in Chicago, born and raised.
Growing up, what was some of your aspirations growing up? Like, what did you think you would be doing? Like, what I'm saying, coming up, what did you hope to
Ah,
be? What did you imagine to
that's a
be?
good question. I wanted to be a mortician coming up. Um,
You know that I hear that often. I felt like the
yeah,
third time I heard that doing
really?
this. Yeah.
Yeah, I actually went to school to be a mortician, and um, in like the third month of school, I got really sick, and I was in the hospital for about 3 months straight. So I had to, drop out, and doctors just thought it wouldn't be good for my health because of all the lifting and the fumes and the late hours. It's a lot. So yeah, but that's what I wanted to do. But I went to hair school, got my diploma, was in the shop for about 10 years. I'm a brow artist, ombre brow artist, on top of the Rat Patch. Uh, and I'm a mom. I always knew I'd be a mom, but yeah, other than that, that's what I wanted to be growing up.
Okay. Okay.
And I
Come.
still kind of do. I might go back to school and help my daughter. She's going to school for that now, actually. So she wants to own her own funeral home. So I might help her, through her.
So what was like your I don't want to say weed consumption or what I'm saying, what was your smoking track record, what I'm saying, coming up? What was it like, what I'm saying, leading up
I
to
was a
over
late
here?
bloomer. I didn't start smoking weed till I was about 20, 21. Uh, yeah, just around the group of people I was around, and started smoking weed, and from there, I started smoking medicinally, so it helps with pain as well. So I also do smoke medicinal, but yeah, that's how I started smoking.
Was it like prescribed medicinal or you just like this
No,
this
back
should work?
then it was weed being legal was not even a thought. Like no, people was going to jail. Um, that was like 1995, maybe. No, sooner than that. 1992, I would say. Yeah, so that's just a long time ago. But yeah, you would be in trouble for weed if you got caught with weed. Absolutely. So
So I can imagine, what I'm saying, being in trouble with weed from the law, but what I'm saying, you said your mother was a minister, what I'm saying.
yeah,
So what do you remember like when she found out you were doing smoking weed
I
or
was by the time my mom found out I was on my own. I left the house early, so I moved out at like 19, almost 20, into my own place. But even though my mom's a preacher, she's not. My mom's a cool mom. She's always been a cool mom. As long as she knew where I was and I called and let her know I was okay, once I got of age and was out, she was okay with it. So yeah, you can't be too strict with the kids because the stricter you are, and the less you let them go out and stuff, the more buck wild they will be when they get out. So you gotta loosen the reins a little bit. So yeah, I'm a PK, I'm a preacher's kid, but not like a traditional, like, strict preacher's kid type of deal.
So was it just like you like, Mama, I smoke weed now, or she was like, you, what's that smell? That's that reefer.
Um, Actually, my old roommate at the time, we had got into an argument, and I guess she caught herself trying to tattle on me, but she told my mother that, yeah, she smokes weed and blah, blah, blah. And my mom was like, okay, like, I'm sure everybody does, about this time. So, yeah, she was cool with it. I was on my own, like I said, so it really wasn't much she could do about it at that time. Now, maybe when I was still at home, it would have been a different story. Yeah.
Your first time trying weed, was it uneventful? Like, did you have an experience? Do you remember like the first time you tried it? Because I know the first time we had stole my friend's, his mom smoked weed, so we stole her roaches and we made a pipe out of aluminum foil, and we had smoked that. I got so high, I ate like 5 hot dogs and went to sleep.
Oh my God. I never thought of burning foil. Aren't you inhaling the fumes? No?
We didn't care nothing about that. We couldn't buy no blunts.
Right. Right. I don't, I don't think I was doing it right the first time. So I was just like, I don't get it. What's the point of this? Because I really wasn't high. But
Wasn't inhaling.
yeah, I don't think I was inhaling it right. But that just made me want to do it even more. Because I'm like, how come I'm not feeling nothing? Right? And you just notice everybody else is like, relaxed and, in the groove or whatever. And I'm like, I don't see what it's all about. And then I started like, I did a little more. And I'm like, oh, okay, Then I started getting the relaxed feeling. But yeah, I learned after a little while.
Any bad experiences with smoking? Because I know some people too that even like seasoned smokers. I was smoking with one of my friends. We used to do dumb stuff smoking weed because like it used to be illegal. You know what I'm saying? So we like in an abandoned house smoking weed, and we smoking. He gets just coughing. He just pass out. You know what I'm saying? Hit the floor. Just pass out. He smoke all the time. Just pass out. Hit the floor. I had another friend do that. He coughing. Just throw up on himself.
Really?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah.
I mean, smoking isn't for everybody, but some people just do it I don't know, to be cool, or I don't know what they do it for, but yeah. That's weird. I've never had an experience like that, no.
What about, I got
Maybe
another
somebody
friend.
tweaking out.
I got another friend who don't smoke because he said he get over paranoid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What about that? Is that anything?
Yeah.
Like, do you
I've never got
not
ever
smoking dry?
paranoid.
Well, what's your smoking rules for you? Like, do you not smoke in the house, not smoking drive, you not smoke before you go to work?
Yeah, I never advise to smoke and drive, Don't do those kiddos. But no, I don't think it's really. I wouldn't say don't smoke when you're going to, if you're a student and you want to take a test or something like that. Try not to smoke before you do that because your mind will, you might space out a little bit. But I don't recommend that. Other than that, and depending on what type of job you have, you can't have a job where if you're not paying attention, you can jeopardize your life or your coworker's life or some job like that. Then no. So, yeah, I don't advise it going to work either. But, you do stuff when you're younger that you don't do or you think more about when you're older, Now, asked me this 20 years ago, I probably would have had a different answer. But
Okay, for sure. So with the Rat Patch,
yeah.
well, let me ask you this: do the Rat Patch or the kids come first?
Oh, the kids, absolutely.
Okay, so do your kids smoke weed? And is that something like was it like a full circle thing? Like you was like the cool mom all over again, and it was just
No, well, my son's 12, so
okay.
he better not be
Yeah.
smoking. He's still a baby. My daughter, she's in college. Uh, no, whether she smokes or not, I really don't know. Um, but if she did, you know, uh, I don't know how I would feel about that. I mean, she's 19, so I really don't have control over that. She's a good girl, so if she did, it wouldn't be the worst thing ever. You know.
For sure, for
Yeah.
sure. So, is how do we the beginning of Rat Patch? You know what I'm saying? What's going on? Is it what I'm saying? Is you having a hard time rolling blunts or getting fresh blunts
So,
or?
well, the idea came about because I had a stale blunt, my last blunt, um, and it couldn't be rolled. It kept cracking and you know tearing in spots. So even if you try to lick it, it just wasn't happening. So I'm like, it's got to be a better way. So you're sitting there tearing off tops, papers, the little strips, and trying to tear off a little piece of this cigar, the end of your cigar paper to stick over this hole and that hole. So I was just like, I'm too. It's blowing my high before I can even get there. So I just did some research. I thought about it and saw that it wasn't done. That it wasn't a product out there like that. And then bought the products, um, and then made it at home because the adhesive is an all natural product, um, along with other things. But you can just make it yourself.
Okay. So you said along with other things, we're gonna get into that. So when you first, what I'm saying, came up, what was this idea? Was it just for personal use? Was
Yeah.
it always for mass production? Was it?
No, I mean, I thought about the idea just in the sense that how I could help myself. That's a good question. Nobody's ever asked me that before. Um, no, at first it was just it's got to be a better way. This is what I'm thinking to myself, like, because that happens all the time. Like, it was unbelievable how many stale blunts
I
were
get a
coming
whole,
in
I get them at a box at a time. I got a whole
and
box,
they be
the
stale.
whole box, entire box.
It's crazy, right? You spend all that money, so I'm just like, and then you sit there trying to do surgery and fix holes for hours, on end, putting all that time together, and then you still don't have an airtight seal. You still got leaks and smoke coming out of different holes. So it's like you do all that for what? So then that's why I was just like, if I just had something that could cover something at a bigger area and create an airtight seal, that would be it. You know.
Did you ever, when you was going through this, did you ever consider like using some type of apparatus, like a bong or a one hitter or a pipe or anything, or it's
Yeah, because
just
I've tried it when I just did it at home, when I made it at home and finally saw that it could work. Because I would sit there and like actually paint the adhesive on some big roll of smoking paper I had and hang them up and, let them dry. And then once they were dry, I would cut them up into, squares. And then I would carry them around with me. Put them in a little plastic bag and carry them around with me. So I had my own bandages. And so then once I started, like, man, this really, could work, saying to myself, that's when I started going into looking into the patent process. And then that's after that, started looking for a manufacturer.
okay. So before we get into patenting and the manufacturing, with the with the with the rap, who taught you how to roll? Like, did you teach yourself how to
Yeah.
roll? You know what I'm saying? Was it easy? Like, was some of these holes, you know what I'm saying? Was it like based on your rolling skills at first, or was it, what I'm saying, strictly getting bad batch of blunts?
Um, I would say most of the time in the beginning it was bad cigars. I mean, now of course, when I started rolling, um, I hadn't thought of the Rat Patch yet when I started smoking weed. So that's when I was really, we were really doing patchwork and trying to doctor up, you know, your blunt and stuff like that. So no, I hadn't thought about it then. So by the time I did, you know, I was a decent roller. Now, you know, I could roll a blunt or two.
Okay. And I
Um,
say that because I know, like, sometimes when you first start smoking weed, sometimes you don't take the stems out properly, and you get the
yeah,
roll and you poke holes in it, or
but
you
you
use
learn quick.
two big chunks, and you can't close it all the way, and you think it's closed, and it pop open in the middle and stuff like
Yeah.
that. You know what I'm saying? So that's dope. So and you say you started, you know what I'm saying, with the sheets and painting the wax on the adhesive on yourself, you know what I'm saying? So before you got to the patent and the manufacturing part, where was you getting like the know-how, you know what I'm saying, to get adhesive and you know what I'm saying that it would even work like that, you know what I'm saying?
I just looked up, um, you know, uh, what is used on the regular smoking paper.
Now is this like cigarette paper? Is cigarette paper the same as like the tops paper? Is that the same thing?
So no, because cigarette paper is a little thicker than tops papers or you know rolling papers. Um, Rolling papers are more thin than cigarette papers. So, you know, you're not smoking as much paper, smoking rolling paper as compared to smoking cigarette. So, yeah, but yeah, I bought the stuff that I needed, the rolling paper. I bought a big roll of it, and bought the ingredients for the other stuff and mixed it up, and then you know said, yeah, it works.
Now, now I'm glad you mentioned that again because that's like the second time you mentioned ingredients. There's ingredients to paper, to
Well, it's
to.
not the paper; it's the mixture that is used to make the sticky stuff. So it's just a paste. That's all. Bakers use it in making their cakes. They use it to stick like the little fondant pieces onto their cakes because it's edible. So that's what makes it, you know, non-toxic and okay to smoke. It's edible. People eat it all the time. It's edible. So that was a, you know, great advantage as well.
What was your family response? You know what I'm saying, to you hanging these sheets up. You know what I'm saying, and cutting them up because I'm sure you didn't have the packaging and stuff that you have now. So like,
No,
what was the family response? They're like,
they don't, you know, they it's like
or you got
whatever.
your
They
own
knew
little
I was.
lab.
Yeah, I got my own, you know, office space and would hang them up on like little clotheslines, you know, and yeah, it was, you know, it was kind of secretive too, cause you know, I was going after trying to get the patent, so I didn't want it to, you know, everybody to really know what was going on until I got everything together. So I kept that kind of, you know, low key too, but yeah.
For sure. Okay, so the patent, the manufacturing, where do we get this know-how? Like, do you have some type of background in this part of it? Did you reach out for help? Did you just your own research? Like, cause that's you went.
Yeah, a lot of research. I didn't have anybody to ask, you know, how do you do this? How do you do that? It's just looking it up. I would look up for myself. How do you apply? What do you have to do? What do you need? And they have different services out here that, you know, can help you um, find a lawyer and help you through the process, make it easier at a reasonable price. Um, they have made it more affordable now for people to get patents than it used to be. It used to be, you know, outrageously expensive. Like the common average person wouldn't be able to afford to get a patent. But they've kind of come down on the prices, so that's good for people and you know inventors and things like that. So it gives more people opportunity, you know, because it's cheaper than it used to be.
So with the patents, who does the research to see if you know what I'm saying you have a unique product? Like, do they have a database? Do you have to look it up yourself?
Yep, they have a public database that anybody can go on and see. You type it in what you're looking for, and you see if there's anything that pops up for that. And then when you put in your application for a patent, you they do like a pre-patent search to make sure that you can even file. Because once you file, that means that they've looked. They haven't done the real digging yet, but they've looked in all their known records, and they don't see anything that's close to your what you're trying to patent. So in that case, that's when they give you the status to say patent pending, because they've looked and superficially. So now that you've put in, all your application, you paid and everything like that, your patent's pending, then that's when the wait begins to get your legit patent, because now they're going to do the real research and stuff like that.
On your way to where we are today, throughout your journey, did you ever like get discouraged in a sense? You was like, man, maybe I'm doing too much. I was doing this just for me, you know what I'm saying? While I'm trying to package this up and send it to the masses, or it was just go from jump.
Um, it wasn't go because I have health issues that I deal with, and that would make me slow down and take time. So no, it wasn't just I got the idea and go. Now I did get the idea, started making it, and then went with the patent process. But even me just thinking about doing it, that took a little while, you know. So like I said, yeah. But it all happened. Everything happened when it was supposed to happen. Like when I was ready for it to happen. When my body had went through what it went through. I had to have open brain surgery like 3 years ago.
Wow.
I had a aneurysm that was found on accident, so they had to clip it. So
That's a good thing they found it on accident, right?
yeah, absolutely, because I might not be here right now if they hadn't, because it was on the verge of bursting. So that slowed things down a little bit. But it just, made me more determined to follow my dream, through. I knew I had a product that smokers would love, and I just felt like it helped me so much, so I knew it would help others,
For sure.
Yeah.
Through the midst of everything, you know what I'm saying, the inception of Rat Patch, your health journey, what was your support system like, if you don't mind me asking? Like the people close to you, were they supportive? Were they like, why are you making smoking products when you should be focused on this or that? Like, what was the people close to you saying around this time?
I think everybody was supportive for the most part. My family was always supportive, always backed me up. Of course, at first, when you say, oh, I got an invention, it's like, oh, the invention is a smoking patch. They're like, what kind of smoking patch? A patch that you put on you to stop smoking? And I'm like, no, not that type of patch. So they really couldn't understand, like, well, what are people going to want with that? You know what I'm saying? Like, why people would go to where to put their blunts and stuff or their cigarettes back together? I'm like, y'all just don't understand. Y'all not smokers. Like, you spend that money, you know what I'm saying? You want to have a nice session. You don't want to, you know what I'm saying, waste your money, throw away your cigarettes when you could have fixed a hole or got a fucked up blunt and got a hole in it, and now you didn't wasted the blunt that cost $2. Like, people have, it's a necessity. It solves a problem, and it does it fast. So yeah, people are just loving them, and I'm in love that they're loving them. I'm glad they love them like I love them, because they're just, that's why I came out with them, because I'm just like, you have a Rat Patch, once you use it and you see the ease and just how much easier it makes your rolling happen. Yeah, you get hooked, because you can roll before or after. So if you have let's just say you split down the blunt, you have a hole in it like a backwood or a stale or whatever, you fix that hole, then you can roll whatever you're rolling, right? Or if you have a completed vessel that's already rolled, or a cigarette or something, it has a hole or a crack, you can fix the outside of it. So it's a lot of things that you can do that helps. You know, attaching filters, putting together actual broken halves, can connect them back together.
Yeah, I remember when I used to smoke squares. That used to be like an art. Like if a square break, putting it back together. Like we had certain people in the group that could fix the square or fix
Yep.
the blunt. Like it'd be an art. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely a problem. So when you know what I'm saying, we talked about the patenting and bringing it to the manufacturing stage. What about the promotion stage? Because now I see you everywhere. I see the product everywhere. We was just talking before the camera came on. And you can elaborate about, you know what I'm saying, the many locations that the product is at. Like now that you got the product, you know what I'm saying, in hand, how you getting it out to everybody? Is this a new crowd you have to get into, or is it strictly business? Or
So a lot of first getting out there was by going to trade shows, and because that's where shop owners and businesses come looking for new products, right?
like what kind of trade shows?
So like we got it's a show called Champs, it's a show called TPE, Alternate Products Show. I mean, there's so many of them, but they're smoking accessory shows. So
I
like
wasn't aware of that.
yeah, like any smoking accessory that's out, or any brand of cigars, cones, gummies, whatever, are at these trade shows. Vapes, anything that's sold in these smoke shops, that's where they get them from, the trade shows. So the owners go there looking for new products to stock their stores with. And this is where all the celebrities are, like, you know, Snoop Dogg, his brand is there. Tyson, he's there. Who else? Quavo with their wraps, Fuego wraps. They're there. So you got everybody, cake, cookies, you know, Burner. Everybody and their mama be at these trade shows for this industry because that's like the premier, that's like the place to be if you're a product. So we were able to show there last year in Vegas and Chicago. And then we're doing Chicago this year in June 4th through the 6th. They'll be here.
Are they gonna be? Oh, I'm gonna be up in that
Champs.
joint. I'm
Yep.
sure. Yeah, check
Champs
it
in
out.
Rosemont.
Oh, Anderson Rosemont. Oh yeah, that's dope.
Yeah.
So the information to find yourself in these rooms, where was that obtained? And not to put too much on you, but I heard you say we. Is it a team? Is it just you with people you work with alongside of you? What's
Yeah, so I have an advisory board, which is my family, my parents, and my little brother. He's not little, you know. Of course, he's grown. My little brother, though. And then I have I brought on a couple of people that they are now on the Rat Patch team. And yeah, so the team that I have now, we're starting to do, you know, good things and have good energy and bringing things forward. So I'm excited about it. Yeah.
now? When you doing your thing, you know what I'm saying, Rat Patch is all around. What's the goal? You know what I'm saying? Are you trying to get to Shark Tank? Are you trying to sell the product? Are you know what I'm saying, trying to have a Rat Patch store? What's the
A
goal?
lot of people ask me, you'd be amazed, have asked me, have I thought about going on Shark Tank? And I'm like, you know, I haven't. It would be. I don't know. I might apply and see. You know what happens. But we're gonna be coming out with some new products soon. I don't want to say exactly what now, but maybe in a couple months I can. We are having an event. It's called Ignite the Night with Rat Patch. So we're gonna have vendors that come out, and that's taking place June 28th or July 28th, I believe it is. But yeah, we just set that date. So literally today. So that's why I'm like, which date is? I believe it's the 28th of July. But I can update you on that.
Okay, for sure.
So yeah, we just decided to get this event going. So we're really excited about that. So hopefully you'll come through.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
With now that you're a part of this industry, are you frequenting the smoke shop, seeing what kind of products are coming out, seeing what type of things the people are wanting, you know what I'm saying, seeing what's selling, or are you just focused on your own things?
I do. When I mostly go to the smoke shops, I'm just either, talking to the owner about getting the Rat Patch in the store or checking on our product and seeing if our displays are, full, what needs to be ordered, how everything's doing. Talk to the owners, get feedback. I like getting constructive criticism because, it can help. It can help you. So listen to people's suggestions and take it from there. Visit the dispensaries, just doing pop-up events, letting people know about the Rat Patch, and all the dispensaries that we're in. So yeah, if it's a smoke shop near you and they don't have Rat Patch, ask them for it. If they don't know, put them up on it. Tell them we taking orders.
Going to Acreleaf in Melrose Park.
That's a store?
Yeah, it's a dispensary.
Okay.
It's
What's it called?
Acreleaf on Melrose.
Acreleaf?
Yeah, it's on North Avenue.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think I've heard of them. Acra.
Yeah, Acreleaf. I'll look it up before you get up out here, but that's the one I go to.
Okay.
It's right next door to my job. But so now with the Rat Patch, when you're do you still currently use the product yourself, or do you feel like
All
you know
the
what I'm saying
time.
your skills got so like me personally, I got ADHD, you know what I'm saying, so if it ain't perfect, like the blunt, if I take it out and it saved me, because if I take it out and it's already like too stale or too stemmy, I just throw it away.
See?
You know what I'm saying? So
And how much money are you wasting doing that?
I don't even want to know. You know what I'm saying? So do you think you became a better roller now that you know what I'm saying, in this industry? A better roller, like do you and a better roller, and do you like pay attention to the kind of, you know what I'm saying, the weed?
See,
you
that's
smoke?
the misconception because everybody be thinking, oh, I don't need the Rat Patch because I'm a perfect roller. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never gonna get no holes in my blunt. We walk the bottom.
No, it happens. It happens.
It happens, and you cannot control if you're gonna get a stale blunt. You can't
Facts.
control if you're, with your friends or something one day and it breaks. You can't control, cracks in it after you've
I done stepped
rolled
on it, all type of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? So, I can show you right here.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So, let's just say, and they come in brown and white. So this is how they look, right? They're just like a bandage.
Like a breath strip.
Yep. The shiny part, you got a shiny part and a matte side. The shiny part is the side with the adhesive on it. Okay. So let's just say you got broken blunt. You look the shiny side. Stick it on. And in less than 3 to 5 seconds, your blunt is fixed now.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Cause I was one of the people that was like, I don't need no rap. I don't need no rap.
I don't need
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But yeah, like, and so with a product like that, is it hard to like is the next product to like to beat that, or is it all in the family of things?
See, right. No, it's they're all gonna be in the family of things, in the same realm. Everything. My my products, I want the Rat Patch to stand for um, quality, problem solving, ease of use. So like even the way that the paper smoke, right? No taste, no odor. It doesn't change whatever you're smoking. It doesn't change the flavor of it. Even like the cigar, the humidor cigars. I got a lot of customers that use the Rat Patch for their cigars, and they all say like they love the fact that it doesn't change the taste of their cigar what they're smoking, because that's a big deal to them. And then just the quality of the burn. You know, it's a real slow burn. Of course, like I say, it's non-toxic, so you know, and
What
it's fast.
now? What about the testing stage? You know what I'm saying? I see you got a few different examples here. Now, when you were like making the qualifying, you know what I'm saying, what it could be applied to, did you just go out and get blunts, squares, a pipe,
Yeah.
all the different things and just test them out?
Yep. And they stick to everything. So if you got a crack in your pipe, your bong, let's just say you get like a hairline crack or even a small hole, anything that this square can go over, you know, cover and create an airtight seal, glass, even some of the wood, the filters, the wood filters, you can put them on there, the glass one hitters.
And I'm gonna tell people about this product because you know it was real common, and I see it real common. My homie right across, he started doing it first, and he irritate the crap out of me with it. He be putting papers on his woods, like inside or out. Sometimes they put them inside, but they roll the wood and they use tops with it, and it'd be inside or outside.
So they just a whole tops paper.
Yeah, the pop tops paper, like it be.
So imagine how much extra paper
I
and
don't
stuff
even.
you smoking.
I just look at it. It don't even look right. I don't even look at.
Because but see with that,
My last guest had like a big ass white wood.
hey, that's what I'm saying. Like, but how did they do it? Because there's only one stripe that sticks on the whole paper.
I think they just lick it on. I think they just lick it on. It's like I don't even partake. I don't even partake. I'd be like that's too.
I wonder how
I'd be like
that
it's too much
sticks.
paper. Yeah.
I guess maybe they just put it on top and then put the weed around it and just hope that the weed covers it.
I don't even ask. They pass it to me sometime. I don't even know what the fuck going on. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, you definitely got to put them on.
Yeah, for
They'll be
sure.
like,
I
they gonna
am.
think you the
My
superhero.
last guest just had some shit up in here. So what do you prefer to smoke out of everything?
I like cones and joints. I roll a joint quick on my roller. I used to smoke blunts all day, every day, but the older I didn't refined a little bit.
Was it harsh? You know, I heard some where they say a lot of people smoke blunts and not knowing that they be addicted to the tobacco in the blunt.
No, because I used to smoke squares for 20 years,
Oh, okay.
and I quit cold turkey.
Me too.
Yeah,
I was smoking for like probably 10.
and you stopped cold turkey.
Cold turkey.
See,
Yeah.
it don't take. Not everybody could do that. I stopped cold turkey too, but yeah. So I'm happy after the day I stopped smoking. Like I had been wanting to stop, but you know how hard that is. So today to really stop and not smoke no more, and then all the money we saved.
Yeah, I had quit. I had probably like a half pack of squares. With me, it was like my son was born. I said I was gonna quit smoking squares, and I didn't. So I always felt bad, you know what I'm saying, for that. And then I got to a point where I was smoking, and it didn't taste good anymore. Like it made my stomach unsettle, and
The smell.
it'd be the only time I really smoke was like when I'm using the bathroom after I eat and when I wake up.
And that's because of habit.
Yeah. So then it was like one day I was like, I'm just tired. You know what I'm saying? It don't
Yeah.
even taste good. I still had squares in my pack and I just hung it up. But I thought I was gonna smoke squares forever though.
Me too. Because I didn't want to stop. You know, you got to want to stop.
Yeah, for sure.
You got to want to stop.
When do you think you would always smoke weed?
I probably always smoke weed here and there. You know, they always trying to come out with some new stuff about weed though. Oh, it's causing this, or it's causing this, or You know,
Whatever it do, it would have been did it by now.
but you know how everybody's stopping too. Like, look at Snoop and look at who else is up that's just stopped talking about he was complaining about chest
You
pain.
know, I don't think Snoop stopped for real. I think he was promoting a product.
What?
I forget what it was. I want to say it was
Are you serious?
he was promoting some type of edible. He was promoting it, and he was saying like, yeah, I'm gonna double check, but I
He
wanted
was
to.
stopping for real, or was at least trying to
Yeah,
stop.
yeah. I think he was promoting like some type of edible. He was like, yeah, I quit smoking, but
Yeah, we're gonna have to
I'm
check
eating
on
it.
that. We're gonna
Yeah.
have to fact check that.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely gotta fact check that. So moving forward, you know what I'm saying? Now that you a part of this industry, you doing business, is there anything that you don't like about it? Like if there's anything you could take away about what you do or you know what I'm saying, the things like is all the store owners cool? Is
I was
it
gonna say I wish, and not necessarily the store owners, but mostly everybody that I've run into have been good. You know, you get some people at these trade shows where, you know, um, they got lots of money. They got these big old setups and stuff like that. That they're just some of them that really are not nice. But then you got some others that are just the nicest people in the world. You know, like I've met so many cool people at, just being in these different events and doing different things like podcasts like you and everybody else that I meet. So in that sense, I think that overshadows the negative part of the business. I haven't been in it that long. Come back maybe in about 3-4 years and ask me that question again. I'll probably have a different answer. Maybe, I don't know, but we'll see.
for sure, for sure. And another thing I want to ask you, like you mentioned, being at these trade shows, bringing your products, showing them off to people all over the city. Do you ever worry about, you know what I'm saying, or have you ever encountered, you know what I'm saying, any copycats, anybody trying to imitate, steal your idea or anything like that?
Not, not yet. No. And I'm hoping it doesn't happen, which is the point of a patent.
Nah, you want them to do that.
Why would I want them to do that?
So they have to pay that money on. You want the biggest company in the world to steal that idea.
Well, I don't know. I don't think so. I'd rather just keep. I don't even want to go through the headache, man. Like, no, just leave me alone. Leave me and my little product alone.
The headache of which bank you gonna keep these millions in.
Man, I don't know. But is that worth the headache though?
I mean, you know.
Because in my
I'll
eyes,
just
I'm
say
making millions anyway.
yeah,
Hopefully.
facts. I'll just say it's worse problems to have. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, for sure. So now, if I let you get up here, I got a few more questions. Then we'll let you get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not sure like what your, you know what I'm saying, what your I can't think of the word I'm trying, like your outside life was like prior, you know what I'm saying, to being the inception of Rap Patch, you know what I'm saying? But like now, I seen you at the 312 Awards, you know what I'm saying? You at these other events outside of the smoke trade shows, like the little concerts and stuff like that. Is that industry something that you have to get used to? Is you cool with it? Is it just like working your eyes? Do you go in some spots and be like, I'm turning around? You know what I'm saying?
No. I'm a hip hop head, you know what I'm saying? I kicked it in my time and of course I've settled down since becoming a mom. But I didn't have my first kid till I was 29 years old. So I kicked it in my 20s. My teens and my 20s, we had fun. Me and my friends kicked it, so I don't have no regrets, you know what I'm saying? Everything happened when it was supposed to happen. So no, like I grew up in the hood. I kicked it in the hood. So that never bothered me. I can show up and represent in all rooms. I should say, whether it's the younger, that type room, or the more calm down type, room. Just wherever I'm at, I can fit in. Absolutely.
What would you
Yeah.
say would be the highlight of you and Rap Patch's like career so far? Like the biggest moment personally.
Uh, I would say winning third place. Well, first getting nominated for best smoke shop product in the Las Vegas um, Cannabis and Music Awards Festival, and winning third place out of 10 in that same festival, the same category. So that was a big deal. Um, Access and my girl Charlie would just go suck it. And then, I would say getting invited to do the Champ Show. That was a big deal. Um, and then just when it was a few celebrities that shouted the product out, seeing that. And then I think I would have to say the very first one would be, though, seeing the actual product once I got it from the manufacturer and just actually seeing it like, dang, like the packaging, everything, like, you know.
Was that first one it? Like did it go through stages? Like is that Rap Patch 2.0, 3.0?
Yeah, so this is like the third stage, third different type of packaging.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I've had others that they haven't been out on the market. They were just what we were trying before we put it out. So yeah, but this is what we decided on. What I decided on, I should say, because it was just me. So this is what I decided on.
Okay. Now I heard you mention one of the shows being I think you said Vegas. Is promoting the product outside the state something that you do, or what I'm saying, if you find yourself outside the state, that's what you do? Or
Yeah, I try to promote everywhere because I get the trade shows. It's stores and businesses from all across the country that come to those shows. So that's how Rat Patch is in different shops across the country because different owners placed orders with us to have us in their smoke shops, right? Um, um, what else I was gonna say? What was the other part of the question that you had?
are you focused on putting the product all around the nation, or is it just the
Right.
Illinois thing? Like do you just
Oh, right. Do we advertise? So and then I got Texas Star List, and of course they're in Texas representing. We just put together Q and DJ Bout It. He put together the Rap Patch Smokers Edition mixtape. So there's a bunch of artists on there. There's Volume 1. And so we pushed that. It's available to listen to on all streams. It's called the Rap Patch Mixtape Smokers Edition by DJ Bowden and TexasStylist.com. So hopefully we'll have a volume 2, and get way more artists. There's a lot of artists on that mixtape, but I want to get some more Chicago artists on there to represent as well. So that's gonna be my goal too, and more other from around our area, Chicagoland. Yeah, I'm going to Memphis in a couple of weeks. So doing a couple things out there. Tennessee Cigar and Whiskey Fest. We're going to be there on May 4th. So yeah, and then we're going to be in Atlanta for the Alternate Expo, Alternate Products Expo in October. And like I said, our own event on July 28th. So yeah, I just want everybody to come out and support.
Do you ever get that's a lot of events? Do you ever get tagged?
Oh yeah, I mean, but it's just starting to, it's starting to pick up. I mean, although I did Vegas and the other shows last year, because we actually did CanaCon here in Chicago as well. But the shows are like 4 days, all day for 4 days. And then, you just on to other events or whatever else we got lined up. But it's fun, I like it. And yeah.
When your smoking days are done, do you intend to continue to promote Rat Patch and to continue to make products toward that industry? Is that something that you even thought of?
Well, I haven't really thought about not doing it. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. Me
Yeah,
neither.
it's just something that I want to see fruition and be a product that's out here for people to use for years to come.
Now, was weed legal when you made Rat Patch?
No. Well, when I came with the idea, no. Now there's no weed or nothing in the product.
Right, for sure. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But
But it
when it
wasn't
was
just for
illegal,
weed.
when it was true.
Because I used to smoke cigarettes.
Right, true.
So, and I would always, I would go to work and smoke half, or smoke a quarter of it,
Me
put the rest
too.
in my pocket, come back out, that half is cracked in half. So now I'm pissed off because even though it's still only half, it's still like, that's a lot of cigarette that, you be mad
Yeah.
about that.
For sure.
So that's how I started really. It was more so the cigarettes than the weed for me at first. Because then you know how much money a pack of cigarettes costs. So that's how I really wanted to.
I think they going high too. I heard.
Yes.
Lucy's like 75
You know?
cents on the street.
So although the idea came up when I thought about it, when I had them on me, I used them more so for my cigarettes than I did when I was smoking weed. Because I was always cracking a cigarette. Somehow I was always cracking a cigarette. So yeah. So yeah, with the cigarettes, you could, just like I did with that one, you could put that right back together. Nobody would even see it because the paper, just blends right in.
And I'm thinking the way we used to fix them, we would lose because you have to take
Take it out from the filter.
take it off from the filter.
Take
and
out the
then
tobacco.
Take the back out and squeeze it back
in
on
there,
top.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you get
And don't have, but if you don't have no paper on here, you ask.
right. That's how you
With the
now
Rat
you like
Pack.
this.
Yeah. Or what we used to do is if we didn't have no paper, what I would do, I would get some scissors or something, pull the filter out just a tad bit,
I ain't never think of that.
so you have room at the bottom. Then you can be able to squeeze it in and then cut the rest of the filter
Yeah.
off right here and get it fixed.
Yeah.
But see, with the Rat Patch,
You ain't got to
even
do
if
none
you,
of that.
you don't have to do none of that. You put the filter right where it's
Because
at.
it connects it broken halves. You know what I'm saying? That's dope. That's a dope product you got. I definitely appreciate you coming through, sharing
Thank
your
you.
story, sharing your
Appreciate
product.
you having me.
Before you get up out of here, let people know where they can find you on social media, find the product, where they can buy the product, all that good shit. Where they can
Yeah.
get it in their stores, all that.
So we're in, man, I can't just go down and list of
Oh
stores.
yeah, for sure.
but-
Cause it's busting. She worldwide, y'all. She big time, man.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to get way bigger. We ain't in everywhere, so make sure you go to your neighborhood stores and ask them how come they don't have the Rat Patch in there. But you can find me at Instagram at Rat Patch, and that's at WRAPPATCH. You can buy them off my website, theratpatch.com. We're at events. We have our event coming up, so if you want to come out, information will be on our Instagram. Oh, and on X, we are the Rat Patch, and the same for Facebook at Rat Patch. So yeah, thanks for having me.
No doubt.
Hello.
Definitely appreciate your time, your story. Enjoy the rest of your evening, the rest of your month is busting. I know I'm gonna see you out on the streets.
Yeah.
Enjoy the rest of your evening. In a minute, gang.